Hello, YouTubers. This is Dennis. I wanted to address the Donald Trump situation, and particularly a response to the Donald Trump tapes by Glenn Beck, radio host Glenn Beck. Um, he's quoted as saying that because of this tape, that he morally cannot vote for Donald Trump, and that the moral thing to do at this point would be to vote for Hillary Clinton. I have a moral problem with that. We're talking about a woman who hires people, I'm guessing men, scary men, to go out and intimidate women who have come forward and accused her husband of sexual misconduct. We're talking about a woman who, when those women who refuse to back down from their allegations against her husband, she then ups the ante and sends those same scary men to threaten the lives of the children of those women. That is the type of person that Hillary Clinton is. And to say that voting for Hillary Clinton would be the morally right thing to do over Donald Trump, that kind of blows my mind. I don't get that one at all. And when did this election become about morals? If this election was about morals, shouldn't we had voted for Ben Carson? As far as I know, Ben Carson didn't win a single primary. This election is not about morals. This election is about breaking the back of a corrupt political machine. This election is about breaking the back of a corrupt political party. This election is about breaking the back of the corrupt relationship between the news media and the political machine. That's what this election is about. It's not about morals. We are in a fight for our country right now. And if our country is going to be ruled by corrupt politicians, what difference does it matter what our morals are? They're not going to matter. Now, if you're getting squirmish because you're hearing a few dirty words coming from Donald Trump, well, then maybe you should just stay home on election day, because we're in a fight. I mean, we're in a war of ideas, and war. That says all things are fair in love and war. Well, this is war, and things are going to get ugly out there, and this war is not going to be won just on this one election. This is a war that's going to take many years. There's going to be many battles. This is but one, and if you aren't strong enough to withstand this current assault by the news media on the one man who represents a chance, not a given, but a chance to break the back of the corrupt news media. If you're going to get cold feet when the news media comes out with their propaganda, well, then maybe we don't need you. Maybe we don't need you in this fight, because we need soldiers in this fight with the backbone to stand up to the news media. We need soldiers in this fight who will not back down every time the news media calls us names. We need soldiers in this fight who will not be manipulated by the propaganda of the news media. Glenn Beck, I don't know where his mind's at, but he seems to be caving to the propaganda of the news media. Now, the news media, I would imagine they've probably had this stuff on Donald Trump months ago, but they decided to save it until October. That's how they manipulate you. I mean, maybe Donald Trump isn't the best candidate in the world. Maybe some other Republican should have been our nominee. And maybe if this information had been put out there by the news media during the primary, maybe somebody else would be running, and maybe somebody else who is more morally acceptable might be in the race. But that's not what happened. This information was kept from us until October. And now it's trying to be used to influence the election. And that's what the news media does. And speaking for myself, I'm not going to allow it to happen. I am not going to let my vote be swayed by a corrupt news media that thinks that they can withhold information and then release it a couple weeks before the election and think that I'm going to change my vote. Not going to happen. My vote is not about Donald Trump's morals. It's not about Donald Trump at all. It is about breaking the back of the corrupt media. It's about breaking the back of the corrupt politicians. That's all it's about. And you can show me all the tapes in the world about Donald Trump from now until the election. That doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the fact that we have a corrupt news media that's trying to use propaganda to influence an election. It doesn't change the fact that we have corrupt politicians who are only interested in power for their own gain, for their own self-worth. They're not there for the people. They're there for themselves. Those are the people that I am voting against. And in this election, Donald Trump, as imperfect as he is the best weapon I have against the corrupt media, the corrupt politicians, and he will continue to receive my vote on Election Day. Thank you.